my first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am
a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am
a motherfucking man.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Yeah, people. Get that soap. Get the motherfucking soap. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com and get the soap, people. What's popping with your man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Miles, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? Happy Good Friday and Easter Sunday and all that cool shit for you people that celebrate that stuff. And
all that Easter shit, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Easter Bunny and Jesus Christ and Passover and all that cool shit. And Ash, for all you people that went to church and got some dirt put on your face, good for you. And what's going on with you, Lucario?
I'm chilling, man. I'm excited for today's show, man, because we got some clips to show y'all today that's going to explain to you or show you how, modern males are trained to be a woman's bitch. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's really going on out here in these streets. So we got about like 7 clips we're going to show you guys. And what we're going to be talking about really is that a lot of guys out here, they're trained to be a woman's bitch because what it is they're trying to teach you through social media, just through media in general, through society, through your friends, through your family, whatever. There's this constant message of, how you need to basically cater to the woman, right? There's nothing wrong with being a man who loves his woman. You should love your woman. If that's your woman, like, you should love her. That's your girl, right? There's nothing wrong with doing nice things for your woman. The issue though is that whenever it gets to the point where they are teaching you to cater to women at the expense of yourself as a man, that's when it's an issue, right? So a lot of things are training guys to be a woman's bitch, meaning that forget what you want, forget where you're trying to make shit happen, forget your desires. You just have to make sure that I'm good. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is the interesting part about this too, is that this is why we tell you guys that a man should lead. Because a lot of times what happens is, and it's not, in all cases, but in general, whenever a woman is doing anything that's particularly specifically on her agenda, she's thinking only about herself. Whereas when a man is leading, he's thinking about the entire situation. This is even, and this is the thing, it's even trained into you to think this way, but it's fucked up when it's trained into you to think this way at the expense of yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what's happening with a lot of guys. So meaning a lot of guys are falling back and taking a step back in order to do things for their woman, to quote unquote make her happy, but they're doing it at the expense of themselves as men, right? And they don't even realize it. But Miles, what's your thoughts on this before we get into the bullshit?
Well, the first thing I want to say before I really get into anything is that I hate bitch ass niggas. Shout out to 1950.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I hate bitch ass niggas.
Real talk.
And I'm gonna be probably the first passport bro to go to a foreign country, not because I'm looking to get away from Western women, but because I'm looking to get away from bitch ass Western men. Exactly. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas, bro, like, these niggas are so soft. Mm-hmm. Like pillows, like baby shit soft. Yes. No, like these niggas is moist. These niggas is fucking Sara Lee cake moist out here, bro. In they feelings. Mm-hmm. Day, yo, Miles, what do I do about disrespect, yo? What do I do when people keep mean mugging me and disrespecting me, yo? Mm-hmm. How do I deal with that? And like every fucking day is the same shit. Like these niggas will not toughen up, bro. 803, you are on live with Miles and Lucario. Where did you send your support for the show?
PayPal for Lucario.
All right, hold on. Let me double check. Hold on. Said he sent it to the PayPal. All right, I got you. Appreciate you. So what's going on?
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
What's up, man? So I bought the Bad Boy T-shirt. Women Love Sex. Problems with like the order shipment. Like I emailed. I emailed your company when not.
Yo, man, yo. Email us on the back end about fucking customer service shit, man. During the show ain't the time, son.
Right.
The fucking time, man. What's wrong with y'all niggas, man? 647. You are on the live with Lucario and Miles. Name a city and where did you send the support for the show?
Yo, it's Rack, Toronto.
Yo, Lucario, I told you last night.
Yo. How old are you, nigga?
27, man. 27.
27. Where did you send it?
I got it. Go ahead.
All right.
So what's going on?
All right, man. I have something deep I want to ask because, like, what I've been thinking about and noticing recently, I've been wondering, like, yo, don't you guys think that sometimes some dudes might plateau in what they're able to do as far as, like, with women and shit? Because, like, every time I call in with a story or whatever, when I actually look back on everything, it's almost like I'm stuck in some kind of vortex of, like, it's like you can't really get the genuine desire out of the women that you genuinely desire the most. You see what I mean? No matter how much game, no matter how much this and that, it's almost like it's the same conclusion. You see what I mean?
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
So you said that you can't get shit popping with the women you genuinely desire the most?
No, you can get, like, I could get it popping to a certain extent, but you not get, like, for example, like I called you with the 2 stories last night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I told you, to me, the first girl that I was telling you was a 10 out of 10. Right? And the best that I could do with the 10 out of 10 was get her naked in the bed and shit, but she don't want to fuck. Right? And it's like, this has almost been, when I look back on my life when I was like 10, 11, it's almost like the same thing was happening to me at school and shit. Like you get like a girlfriend for a week that's like one of the hottest in the school.
All right, caller. Listen, caller, let me ask you a question. Has your mindset changed since you was in high school?
My mindset?
Yeah, your mindset.
Not really.
Exactly. That's your problem, sir.
And see, K's, I mean, that's like Unique 79 called it. He said the fact that you think she's a 10 out of 10, that says it all. That's your issue right there, bro. So basically this is what you have to understand, right? So what you have to understand is that in a situation when it comes to you dealing with women, right? Somebody's leaning in and somebody is basically being the one leaned on. You understand? Somebody is the one that is the object of the affection, and somebody is the one that is chasing after that object. So the fact that when you deal with these women and you're like, you have this burning desire for them, that means that you like them or are more interested in them than they are into you. But the reason why you're more interested in them, or I should say they're not as interested in you, is because the way that you put them on a pedestal makes them look down on you automatically. So you're so focused on them, which is why they're not focused on you. If you were focused on you, then they would be focused on you. Does that make sense? This is why we keep telling y'all the game is not about women. When you make it about women, you are less attractive. You understand? So basically, the girl that you're talking about should be calling us talking about you. You understand what I'm saying? The girl should be calling us and saying, yo, I was out with Rekka and I don't know if he likes me. I'm wondering what I could do. I keep thinking about him. I can't stop thinking about him because he's so awesome. But you're doing that to her. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. But those could be situational though. But what I'm saying is just in general, it always feel like it's almost like it's like a feeling of like you could just tell deep down with all the women, even if you sleeping with them or whatever. Even the girl I told you that hit me up first, the same girl that was talking about the places in clean. It's almost like deep inside a woman, she feel like you're not good enough.
Bro. Listen, let me ask you a question. Once again, let me ask you, do you think you're good enough?
For me, like when I look in the mirror and when I analyze myself, yeah. But I'm also aware.
No, bro. Answer the question simply. Do you feel you are good enough? Do you think you're good enough?
For me, yeah, but rationally, no.
No.
Rationally, when
Exactly.
No, that's the answer. No.
Bro, based on your answer. Okay, all right. Finish the sentence. Deep
so based
down,
on me,
look, bro, stop. Finish the sentence for me. Deep down, I know that I am. Finish the sentence.
Nah, bro. Deep down, I feel like I'm good enough, but I'm feedbacking off of what the woman is treating.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's where you fucking up, bro. That's what we talking about, man.
I'm telling you, this has been my whole life, is what I'm telling you.
But this is what we're trying to get you to understand, bro. You just said it. You said you're going off the feedback of the women, which means that you're judging yourself based off the women's feedback. Does that make sense? So now what happens is that you're basically telling women your feedback is important to me and I need validation from you. If you're telling women, right, that you need validation from them, you are not attractive like that. If you're not attractive like that, they're not going to be the ones trying to get at you and chase you and want to be with you like that, bro. This is what we're trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
That's what he's saying, man. Because it's like, bro, you're the one causing this situation. Because remember, check this out. You called in and said that first girl was a 10 out of 10, right? And you're basing the fact that she's a 10 out of 10, I'm sure, on her looks, right? This chick, didn't this chick tell you that you invite her over and she said, nah, I'm good?
Yeah, basically after. Yeah.
Also, before that, when you messaged her and asked her how was your day and when are we going to get together again, did she not ignore the part of the text that said when are we getting together again? Did she not ignore that?
Yeah.
Right. So she ignored that. Right. Then on top of that, when you hit her up again, she said, I'm good. So
no, I didn't hit her up again. She double texted me. I didn't hit her up.
Right. So she double texted you knowing that you want to get together. And then what was her final response? I'm good on that. She didn't want to get together, right?
Yeah.
Right. So hold on. So check this out. I'm trying to show you where you're fucking up.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that when the chick first ignored what you were asking her, you continued to deal with her, right? Now, check this out. Remember the other girl you told us about who said that your house was looking shitty and she's basically blatantly disrespecting you? Then you did also allow this woman to come back into your house, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So hold on. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So twice already, we have two examples of women, right, not showing you any type of respect or cooperation, and you still decide to deal with them, correct?
Yeah.
Bitch.
So what we're saying is that the way that you see yourself and view yourself, right, is directly correlated to how you allow yourself to be treated when you deal with these women. You understand what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So you're putting them on a pedestal and you're putting yourself below them, and you think you're not worthy. So this is why you take the scraps and this is why you chase them.
Exactly. Caller. Can I ask you a question?
Yo.
Do you have special powers?
Nope. Unless you're talking about sex.
Can you read a woman's mind?
Nobody could read a woman's mind, though.
Okay. No, I don't give a fuck about all these other people. I'm asking you, can you read a woman's mind?
I think I could pick up on what a woman's thinking. Caller,
can you please answer my question? Can you read a woman's mind? Yes or no?
Nah.
All right. So if you figure, feel, think, whatever, that a woman doesn't think you're good enough, where are those thoughts actually coming from, since you can't actually read her mind?
Because you're looking at the body language and you're looking
Caller. Again, answer my question. If you think that the woman doesn't think you're good enough and you cannot read her mind, where exactly are those thoughts really coming from?
It's literally coming from you analyzing what she's doing.
Nope. Caller. Question again. Answer the question again. If you think that a woman, I don't even care what you think the woman is thinking. Whatever you think the woman is thinking, where are those thoughts coming from if you cannot read her mind?
It's coming from my thoughts.
Exactly. so that's what we're saying. So it's you thinking that way about you. You understand?
Yeah, but it didn't come from nowhere. That's really what the question was. It's not coming from nowhere.
So give me an example of a thing a woman could do with her body language that makes you think that she's not feeling you. Give me one example.
All right, okay, here's a good example. Like when the girl is like the same girl I'm talking about. Said, nah, I'm good. Like when she's in the bed or whatever, and she lets you take her clothes off, right? Let me suck on her titties. They was pierced, by the way. She let me suck on her titties and do all this other shit and kiss on it. But then when it comes down to the sex, not happening, she's restricting it, which is like.
Okay, so now, what does that have to do with you specifically? Tell us how that relates to you specifically. Like, what does that mean?
So, a dude that she looked at as absolutely nothing. He would have never even been in that position to begin with. And then a dude that she really was feeling would have fucked the shit out of her. So you start to realize what it is that a lot of these women.
No, but this one, you didn't answer the question. What does that say about you?
It says that girl didn't see you as good enough, is what it said.
Okay, so you're saying that what she did means you're not good enough. Okay, check this out. So I'm in the same scenario.
Almost there.
Hold on. I'm in the same scenario as you with a chick in the bed. We kissing, we doing all our shit. And then she's like, I don't know, I don't want to do this, whatever the hell she did. Right? Then I start to think, this girl really wants it. But she's just a little bit uncomfortable or scared, or she doesn't think I'm that guy, right? Now, what happens is that I'm not taking what she's doing and associating with it with how I see myself. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're taking what she's doing and associating it as how you see yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? So the problem is that you're looking for cues from women to give you validation about yourself. That's the issue. You see what I'm saying? So this is why we say that the game is not about women, because a woman does not have the power to make you see yourself how you see yourself. Now, if you allow that to happen, that is you allowing that to happen, but it's still her not making you see yourself how you see yourself. It's you making yourself see yourself how you see yourself, no matter how you put it, because it's coming from inside you. Right? You're just using the girl as the catalyst to say, well, this means this about me, but you're making that choice based on her. But what I'm saying is, whether you base it on her or whether you're just thinking of it randomly, it's still coming from inside you. This is what we're trying to tell you, man. And the fact is that if you keep thinking this is the thing that's going to make you less attractive and have issues with women, because your whole entire interactions with women are going to be based on you trying to get validation from them to feel better about you. And anytime a man is trying to get validation from a woman to feel better about himself, he is automatically unattractive.
Wait, so do you think, because I noticed for years, I've noticed that whenever I'm about to link a girl or whatever, I know what to do, like to get it, like I've mastered like my behavior or whatever, but I notice I have like an anxiety sometimes when I'm about to link with girls or whatever, because it's almost like an existential thing, if you get what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. You got all that anxiety because you need for this to work out so that you can feel good about yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, this is really simple. Your whole entire situation or with these women is that you use women as a coping mechanism.
For not loving yourself.
For what?
For not loving yourself.
Loving yourself, bro. Because remember, a long time ago you called up and you said, I feel funny when I don't get to fuck a chick. That's what you basically said.
I mean, I feel any man would feel that way.
No, fuck no, bro. Bro, stop comparing yourself to any man. Stop doing that, bro. Focus on yourself. You're so afraid of being alone with yourself. You always have to say shit like that. Well, I think any man would feel that way. Well, all men feel like that. Most guys are gonna feel this way. Why? Because you're afraid to stand alone because you fucking hate yourself.
That's true. That's true.
Yo, let me tell you something, caller. Believe me when I tell you that I know exactly the type of motherfucker that you are and the way you think, because I thought exactly like you.
Right.
I thought exactly like you. I literally had a therapist put me under hypnosis for me to come up with that fucking truth and realization that I had trouble loving myself too.
Mm-hmm.
Was a point in my late 20s, I had the same fucking issue like you, my nigga. So don't even sit there and talk about, well, Miles don't know what he talking about because he old and out of touch. I know exactly where you are, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you constantly say shit like, well, any man would feel this way. And most guys feel like that because you're so afraid to stand in your own shit because you fucking hate yourself and you won't say it. And you know how I know you also hate yourself too? Go back to the video that you made fucking disagreeing with us. The whole time you kept talking about how you're not worth this to women because black men are not worth that and this, that, and that, and this. You don't fucking think you measure up because you don't like yourself. You don't love yourself. Until you learn how to love yourself, you will never be successful in life or with women.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Real talk. So call it. That's what we try to tell you, man. We try to tell you, man. So until you are able to deal with women, I'm gonna give you a homework to do and see if you can do this. I'm gonna give you some homework. This is what you do. Think about what you want from a woman or what you want to happen. So let's say you're like, I'm gonna holler at this girl because I want her to come through and meet me so we could like get a drink and then I might take her back to my crib, right? I want you to say to yourself, I'm gonna tell this girl to meet me at a bar. And if she does anything besides meet me at the bar, I cut her off, no matter how hot she look. Try that out for a few weeks. Tell yourself you want something. Tell the girl, this is what I want. And then you cut them the fuck off if they don't give it to you. Can you do that?
But I've been doing that though.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because what happened is that you're in a situation where you're still allowing women to give you what you're not asking for. Didn't you just tell the girl, hey, when are we going to get together? Let me know when we get together. And she ignored it, right?
Yeah, and so I deleted the conversation.
No. So what I'm saying is this, is that you still dealt with the other girl who disrespected you. So what I'm saying is you need to do that with all women. So don't do it with this one and not do it with this one, with all of them, bro. That's what you got to do. That's your homework. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro.
Do that shit with all of them, my nigga.
I can't do that with the hot ones though, Lucario. Right, caller? The hot ones, you got to do something different, right, caller? Because they're hot, right?
Nah.
And them being hot means more than your identity, right?
All I was saying about them being hot was that it's just a stronger sting when it doesn't work out. It doesn't mean that you're going to.
It's a stronger sting. Why? Why is it a stronger sting, sir? Why?
Because that nut would have been a stronger nut.
Yo, you need coaching for real. Hit us up for some coaching on the back end, brother.
Hey, man, I'm glad I'm old and out of touch and I don't know nothing, man. I swear, I'm glad.
I reckon. Well, we appreciate the call, man. Try that homework out, man. And you got, bro, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Steve. Why do you hate yourself, young man?
Right.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Appreciate it. Oh God, you see what happens, guys, when you don't love yourself. You go through all this bullshit. But anyway, so let's get to these videos real quick. So this first clip is about 1.5 minutes, and this first clip is about a guy who is married, and he wants to have sex with his wife and she's not in the mood. Right now, first I want to say this before we get into, because I got a few videos that sort of pertain to this topic of a woman not being in the mood. I want to first state this and say you should never, ever, ever force yourself on any woman who does not want to have sex with you. Period. We just need to say that because, you know, every time when we talk about this topic, people want to bring up like, oh, why are you guys? No, again, do not force yourself on a woman. Do not have sex with a woman without her consent. You understand?
AKA no Diddy.
Right, exactly. But what we're trying to show you in this clip is that this is how they condition you guys to think and to be the woman's bitch. Right? So I'm gonna play this real quick and then we gonna get back into this. So check this out real quick.
Baby, I can't tonight. I'm just like so tired. I can't.
Really? Of course. Hey, get up. What are you doing? You just got so upset because your wife said she was super tired. She always says no. There's always some little excuse. Headache, I don't feel good. She always has some reason why she doesn't want to go there. But isn't it also possible that it has nothing to do with that and she actually truly is tired? The point is, there's two routes you can go in that situation. If you go the angry route, best case scenario, your wife ends up doing that with you out of, well, I don't want him to be in a bad mood. So now you're going to associate the only time I should be with my husband in that way is just to make sure he's not in a bad mood. Is that really the relationship with intimacy you want your wife to have? I'm not trying to make her feel bad. That's just, I'm just upset. In that moment, you chose that response of anger and frustration. You could have said, can I get you anything? Said, oh, get some rest. I didn't realize you were tired. You chose to go the route of creating less emotional safety. Your wife now doesn't feel safe to share her true emotions with you in fear that you're going to be upset. By doing this, long term, your wife is going to hate intimacy. She's going to try to avoid it the plague, try to go to bed at a different time than you because she's so worried about you initiating because you're going to get upset. And she can't show you her true feelings because you get upset. You have to do better in this area because if you do, your wife will feel more connected and be more likely to reconnect with you because you made her feel loved.
Okay, now all that is a bunch of bullshit. Let's stop the bullshit. So basically what he's saying is that he's trying to have sex with his wife. She's like, she's not in the mood. He's frustrated. And the guy's like, man, bro, don't be frustrated. You got to create a safe space for emotional intimacy. And then, you know, you guys got to talk about it. How about you not be mad? How about you go up and get her some water? And this is what I want y'all to notice. I'm gonna just play the first like 10 seconds. I want y'all to notice what the woman is doing in this scene. I'm just gonna play it real quick. Look at what she's doing.
Baby, I can't tonight. I'm just like so tired. I can't.
Really? Of course.
So she's so tired, but she all up on her phone doing this. She's not tired of doing this, right? So isn't it funny how she's so tired? Then all of a sudden she's so awake that she could be up on her phone? You see what I'm saying? So the problem with all this shit is this, right? What happens is that a lot of guys don't vet women before they marry the women.
Right.
And so what happens is in the vetting process, it's to see if you guys are sexually compatible, because sometimes you might not necessarily you might not have the same sex drive. You might not be sexually compatible. She might not be as sexually, turned on by you that you think, or whatever the fuck it is. Right. And now he's talking about creating a safe space and doing all that extra shit and putting in all this extra work, right? And what happens is that they try to condition you guys to think that you have to do extra work to get sex. But what's interesting is I bet when they first got together and they were dating and they were seeing each other, right? There wasn't this, I'm not in the mood. It was like, yes, when we get together, we having a good time. We doing all these things, right? Now what'll happen is they'll say, well, it's different now because we have kids. It's different now because, I'm at work and all of that. Cool. But what needs to happen is it's like, okay, cool. We need to schedule sex into our situation so we can make this happen. Right? Because I did a video a few days ago where I said that, if a woman is saying she's not in the mood or she's tired, right? You can give her one of those excuses, let's say once every fucking 3 months. You understand what I'm saying? But when it becomes a thing where you haven't had sex with your chick in like 2 months, because she's always tired and she's always not in the mood, and then you're supposed to just be understanding, and that's the end all be all, then that's on a bunch of bullshit. But Miles, what's your thoughts on this shit though?
I think that dude is a bitch. I think that dude is. Like he's the type of dudes that give this masculinity shit a bad fucking name.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? And you know, the sad part is that the way he explains it sounds like it makes sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, you know, why don't you ask her if she needs anything?
Right.
Hold up. Don't you need something?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You came up to your wife to get some pussy. You're the one that needed something in the first place. How the fuck did it turn into ask her if she needs something?
Exactly.
The fuck are we? Yo, these bitch ass niggas, bro. Now, I don't know that nigga. I'm only talking to what he said in the video.
Right.
So, please, I don't know that motherfucker. And I don't even care to know him. Because if you talking like that, I don't fuck with you anyway.
Right.
But I'm just talking about what he talking about in the video. But guys, listen. This is another reason why you got to get on the Bad Boy membership, and you got to look at that video called The Vetting Process.
Right.
You got to look at that video, guys. You got to watch that shit. You got to fucking memorize it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your fucking woman is not sexually attracted to you, you should not be with her.
Exactly.
If she feels like she has the fucking leeway to tell you that she's tired on multiple occasions, nigga, you know, the only time it should be like that is when the both of y'all is like,
right.
We just finished having a long day, and then we both fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? We gonna wake up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning,
mm-hmm,
and get the work done.
Exactly.
Are you stupid?
Exactly.
Are you dumb?
But look, it gets worse though. It gets worse because look, check this out. There was another video on their page, and this is the wife, and because they actually married this guy and this woman. So she made a video. Now check out this video right here, and look at what she's saying. And I found this very, very interesting. Check this out.
Two main purposes when he designed sex. The first is obvious, to make babies, right? To populate the world, to procreate. But the second is the one that we often don't focus enough on, and that is to create bonding between two people that is unlike the bond in any other relationship in the world. When we have that intimacy with our spouse, we are releasing quite literally a hormone that bonds you. It's called oxytocin, bonds you to the other person. So what happens when we are neglecting that physical intimacy? We're breaking and lessening and weakening that bond. So intimacy is not just important because your husband says he wants it, or if the roles are reversed because your wife says she does. It's because it creates a bond between you that is stronger than any bond in another relationship, except maybe one could argue the bond between a mother and a child. However, those really shouldn't be in competition with each other because they're completely different bonds. If someone were to come and try to break the bond between a mother and a child, she would do anything in the world to stop that from taking place. And yet so often that very same woman doesn't stop the breaking of the bond between she and her husband. This bond is vitally important. And just because you might not biologically be programmed with the same yearning for that bond as your husband doesn't make it less important than it is. So strengthen your marriage. Get whatever is in the way out of the way to help you have a deeply meaningful relationship in intimacy with your husband.
Yo, hold on. Tell the person on the call to hold for a second because we got to talk about this real quick.
332. Hold tight. And we'll get to you.
Right. Hold on for 1 second. Notice in the first video, she was like, "I'm not in the mood," which means we not having sex. Then in the second video, she said, "Sex is very important to keep a bond in a relationship."
Facts.
And then she said, if a woman is not willing to have sex with her man, then she's basically not trying to create that bond. So which is it? I'm not in the mood and we shouldn't fuck, or we should fuck to create the bond or keep the bond going. You see how contradictory this is? So in one moment, you want to say you're not in the mood,
But in the second moment, you're talking about we're supposed to have sex and we should have sex because that creates the bond. And she said, she used the example of a mother might have a bond with the child and she'll do anything to keep that bond there. And then she equated it to saying a woman should do anything to keep that bond with her husband. Right. So if a woman should be willing to do anything, why all of a sudden I'm not in the mood? You see it? You see the bullshit? But let's take the call.
Man. All right, so we got 332. You're on live, Lakari Miles, name 8 City. Where did you send it?
Yes.
Where did you send it, sir?
PayPal.
PayPal. Okay, I got you. Appreciate it. So what's going on?
What's up, Mr. Lakari? What's up, Miles?
Yo, what's up?
So right now I'm talking the game, and I've been noticing a lot of patterns, even when I'm like texting or something. So I kind of like right now, because I'm learning the game, I'm paying attention to the mistakes, the error that I'm making. And yesterday I have just a texting conversation with a girl that I matched with on a Facebook dating app. So because she yeah, go ahead.
No. Sorry, go ahead. I just cleared my throat.
Yeah, keep going.
So you hear me clearly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I just shoot her a message. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Blah blah blah. So I kind of like didn't go back and forth in the conversation. It was like 2-3 messages back and forth because on a Facebook dating app sometimes it takes time to respond, like a day or two, whatever. But then so the mistake I made is like because I didn't ask her what she's doing, but I introduced the situation because I'm on the road driving. So I kind of like trying to put the chick on a picture first so she can know like what's up, like what's the deal? Like I'm not like there, so I'm not being like just visiting. And if I got time, I just come.
Oh wait, caller. What's your question? I'm lost. What are you trying to understand?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying the patterns of like making mistake on noticing that. So we got to the conversation, not a conversation, just like what she's doing and what I'm doing. And then I didn't take lead of telling her. I didn't take a lead of telling. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't take the lead of telling her, hey, this is my number. I usually do this, but this time with this chick, so I kind of sometimes I would run to the mistake just to get the feedback. So I kind of like tell her that would you like to if I drop my number, blah blah blah. So that now I put her on a upper level, right? Because now I'm not like being direct with her.
Caller. Let's keep this simple. Why did you call in today, and what is your question?
No, my question is like this mistake that I made right now because I didn't ask her, I didn't put my number right there, and she said I don't do Facebook, I don't do WhatsApp, I don't do that. I just said good luck, and I just charged her to the game.
Okay, so what's the issue?
Yeah, and so that I'm just like telling one of like the mistake that I'm running to. So like of making sure of like how things goes, if that makes sense.
So what's your mistake?
My mistake is I wasn't being direct, so I kind of put her on a like I kind of suggest if I'm gonna give her my number, and then she kind of like back up. That's how, because she didn't say yes, that's fine, but she said, oh no, I don't do this, and I said okay, good luck, because I know that I made a mistake, I know that I fuck up, so I'm not gonna keep pursuing her, and I'm gonna charge it to the game and learn from that mistake. But the question I'm calling for is I want to ask Miles specifically. So Miles, like I see his he understands the game, and you like you are type of a guy who analytical and you well spoken, but you kind of got an aspect in your personality of like you have a sense of humor. So my question is, did you were like this, or did you develop this skill? You learned it? What's the deal? That's what I'm calling for.
So we finally get to your question.
He said,
You asked, if I develop the skill of having a sense of humor?
Yes. How do you develop this skill of being like cracking funny stuff like not all the time, but like once in during the conversation, stuff like that? Because I noticed that like while you sometimes you be like say some funny stuff like
Well, the thing is, I love who I am, and I focus on what I like to focus on. So, for example, I get a lot of my humor from things that I like. So I get a lot of my humor from you remember this old show back in the day called The Simpsons? Is actually still on TV, but do you remember that show?
Simpsons.
The Simpsons, yes, it's an animated TV series. You remember this show called Martin?
No.
No, okay. The bottom line is that it doesn't matter if you know Martin or not. The bottom line is that I get a lot of my humor from these old shows.
Mm-hmm.
These are shows that I like, but it has nothing to do with the show. It has everything to do with what I like as a person. So just like if it was back in the day and you used to watch Seinfeld, you pay attention to what you like, and then you create your humor from things like that. So you for example, you remember the joke off of Seinfeld, and then if the similar situation comes up while you're in the middle of something, then you can repeat the same joke you heard on Seinfeld, and then that's what makes you funny.
Yeah, okay. No,
so it's all about knowledge of self, sir. It's all about knowledge of self, accepting who you are, knowing who you are, and exercising what you find interesting about life, period.
Okay, so it's like you are an observer. You observe shit and you
I'm not just an observer. I pay attention and I'm intelligent.
Okay, yeah, cool. I see that on you, man. Yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, so like in order to build that, you gotta like believe in your. Like you can be funny, or you just like how do you get to that skill? How can you
you gotta pay attention and you gotta practice. Pay attention and practice.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So can we say that's a part of game of like developing that aspects of your personality?
Everything is a part of game, sir. Everything.
All of it.
Part of game.
All of it.
Okay. Cool.
Let me wait. What do you think game is?
I think game is self knowledge. I guess that makes sense.
You guess?
Being aware of who you are and understanding deeply your personality, and it's life also. It has an aspect of life, understanding life. So. I mean, we can say that you.
Okay, so if game is about understanding life, then what are we talking about then? If game is about understanding life, isn't game a part of everything then?
Yeah. Game is everything.
Okay, all right. So you understand that. So why would you ask if being humorous and understanding how to make jokes if that's a part of game or not? Why would you ask me that then?
No. I didn't ask you that. I asked you, like, personally, did you build that skill on yourself, or you were like that since you were a kid? That's my question, basically.
It's something that I developed. It's something that I developed.
Okay. Yeah. That's my question. Is it something that is doable? You can build it, or is it something that you? Yeah. Okay.
Of course, like anything. How did you learn how to ride a bike, sir?
By jumping on a bike and riding.
Yeah, you're driving a car right now, aren't you?
Yes.
How did you learn? How did you learn all the rules of the road and how to operate a motor vehicle? How did you do that?
That's practice, man.
Oh,
exactly. Hilarious.
Yes. I fuck with you guys. You cool people. You're really like. I fuck with you guys. I really like this shit.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, we appreciate the call, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, brother. But yeah.
Hey, be safe out there. Drive safely, man. Keep practicing.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. We got any more calls?
Nah, we good on calls.
All right, so I got a few more videos. Well, I have one last video with this lady and her husband, but it's just her. But this is another video. Remember, these are things that again are training you to be a woman's bitch. You understand what I'm saying? So let's check out this video that she's talking about here. This is about 1 minute and 10 seconds. Check this out.
Phones or women are devastated in their relationships because their men cannot keep their eyes only on the wife. Their eyes are wandering, whether it's looking at explicit material on their phones or even kind of sexualizing women that they're looking at out and about. Your wife will feel so belittled, so insecure when you are looking at other women and filling that sexual bowl in your mind with that stimulation. What changes dramatically in your marriage is when you begin focusing 100% of your sexual energy on only your wife, your relationship becomes so much more fulfilling and passionate. And does this take massive self-control? Yeah, it does. But guys, you have to understand that those glances, those stares, those explicit pictures on Instagram, they're not harmless. They're actually really harmful. And we have women all over our society who are devastated at feeling second, third, or 10th place to all these other women in the eyes of their husband who is committed, for better or for worse, to only love you.
Yo.
Sorry for that nigga. He got to sit there and make videos like this with his ugly ass wife. No.
Yo, this is wild, bro. This is wild. You can't even listen. They don't even want you to look at any other woman. Like, you got a girl, you got a wife. They don't want you to even look. You can't even go on Instagram and look at a girl with a big booty. You can't be walking by yourself, chilling and see a hot chick and check her out. And you know what's funny? She said, you need to give all that sexual energy to your wife.
Fuck you, bitch.
The funny part is the reason why you find your husband sexually attractive is because when you first met him, he was giving his sexual energy how he was giving his sexual energy.
Yo.
Now all of a sudden he's supposed to change who he is for you based on your insecurity? This is crazy. And this is what I'm saying, where a lot of guys, when you're a man, you fucking fall for this nonsense. Well, let's take the call.
Yo, 313, you're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send it?
J, 25, Detroit, and sent it to you, Miles.
Hold on, let me make sure. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. Green.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Let's go. All right. All right. So, what's your question there, brother? Happy Good Friday. Happy Easter. So, what's going on?
You as well. Thanks.
Yep,
shout out to you, brothers, man. Fire topic. Lucario, I had called into you on the Steve show a couple days ago.
Mm.
I'll tell you about how I fucked the girl, even though I followed her lead. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I remember I asked you, like, what would happen moving forward when it came to, like, fucking her and shit.
Mm.
So, and you literally said she gonna give an excuse. She's gonna not want to do it. So she comes over, literally like 15 minutes in. I'm like, all right, come on, let's fuck. You're ready to do it. She literally smirks and she looks at me. She says, I can't. I'm on my period. This shit. I'm like, yo, he just said you would do this shit, man. And
no, caller. Listen, it was a lucky guess because Lucario's old and he's out of touch.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just started doing this yesterday, so I'm not really sure about what I'm saying.
No, that was like you guys say, the game being undefeated, man, as usual. Man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you that's only the beginning. If you keep fucking with her, it's gonna be more shit like that.
No, man, I deleted it. I'm like, yo, he really said, I was like fucking blown. I was like, yo, he really said she would say this shit. Like 2 days ago, you said she would say this shit. If he said it, I'm like, why the fuck would you come over here on your period? I'm like, yo,
No, I would have been like, wait. Before I get bent out of shape, did your period just come down on your way over here?
Right.
And it's be like, no, my period came 3 days ago. So what the fuck are you doing here, bitch? What are you doing here?
Yo, that's why. Wait, so when you called her and told her to come over your crib, and she was like, I'm gonna come through?
We had a date. Well, yeah, I told her to come over, so she came over. I'm like, I gave her some wine we drank for 15 minutes. I'm like, are you ready to fuck? And even by the way she said it, she smirked, she's like, I'm on my period. And I'm like, I just look at her I'm like, damn, Lucario.
Yo, caller. Listen, man, listen. When you are dealing with a woman and you guys are sexually getting it in, the wine and all that other shit come later, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like if anything, you should be sipping wine in between switching out condoms or something. like you sip wine in between switching out condoms because y'all thirsty in the middle of it.
Right.
Like as soon as she come through the fucking door, what y'all niggas don't understand is how easily you slide into the friend zone by doing things other than putting your dick in her.
Exactly. Right. I'm telling you, because the fact she came over knowing she had her period means that she thought it was okay to hang out with you non-sexually. You see what I'm saying?
I thought that.
You see what I mean? And what happened after she told you she had the period? What'd you do?
No, I didn't, man. I literally probably for 10 minutes just bullshitted talking. I'm like, yeah, man, you got to go.
Nope.
You know,
nope.
Caller, please don't try to save face, bro. We already know you fucked up.
No.
Be honest, bro. How long did she stay there after she told you she had the period? To be honest and say it was more like a good half hour to 45 minutes to an hour. Y'all was sitting there talking because you didn't want to be mean. You didn't want to lose the connection. You were still hoping to try to fuck later on. So you kind of chilled because you ain't want to be mean. Tell the fucking truth, son.
I swear. No, 10 minutes. We was listening to music. I swear for 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, man. So, you got to get ready to go. I got to get ready to go. I'm like, yeah, we not.
Listen.
Got it? No,
next time. Bitch, pull that type of stunt on you. You stand up immediately and you walk to the door and open it.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Do you hear what I'm saying to you, my brother?
I got it.
Y'all gotta start letting these women know that your time is valuable.
Exactly.
If we're not doing what I want to do, leave.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Real shit.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, bro? Hey, you on your period? So, hey, where did you put your coat? Let me get your coat real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to wait with you for your Uber? Start asking her questions like that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, check out this new Kendrick song. You saw he dissed J. Cole and Drake. Isn't that crazy? So a first person shooter, they had 3 switches. All your dogs, I'll kill all your dogs. Pet Cemetery. The fuck are we talking about? She can talk about all that shit with her homegirls or her friend zone ass bitch ass male friends.
Mm-hmm.
She came to your crib to do what, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Bullshitting. Yeah, you right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Y'all dudes be letting the whole species of men down when y'all do this type of shit. Don't you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think these hoes think they can waste our time? Because you let them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
No, trust me, every bitch on this planet know the type of nigga that they could waste his time, and they know the type of nigga that the pussy gotta be wet by the time they show up to his door. You hear me?
Exactly. Exactly.
bro, you're talking to two men who control we don't control women.
Mm-hmm.
We don't control women. We don't manipulate women, and we don't tell women what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the way we carry ourselves, the women that fuck with us know what they need to do in order to stay in our presence.
That's a fact. Real shit. Real shit.
Every single time y'all niggas let a bitch get away with 10 extra minutes of your time, you are losing the war.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did she get 10 more minutes of your time, homie?
Yeah, that shit deep. No Diddy, that shit deep.
But this is what we was telling you from before, because remember you called into the show with me and Steve, and tell you about the way you start is how you finish. So she felt like, oh, this is cool for me to just come over and hang out with him and not have sex, because the way that you were coming at her from the beginning, when you told her come over and she said, no, let's go out to the bar. From that point, it was a wrap. You feel what I'm saying?
Like you said, right? Yeah, like you said.
You know what I mean? So that's all it is, caller.
Oh my God, y'all niggas.
Hey, I got one more.
Y'all gotta do better, man.
One more question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so and then this other bitch I've been on for probably 2 weeks. I fucked it twice. So I set the third time up to fuck through text. So then I'm like, come over this day, this time, we gonna fuck. So her response was, LOL, oh wow, another sex date.
Oh shit! You see?
Because I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't even respond.
LOL, another sex date. You see, this is the type of chick that you gotta ask her, so what can I get? Since you don't want to fuck, what can I get you? You want a cup of water?
See, it's the thing. Just know that the fact that she's saying that,
it comes from where did this go ahead, sorry.
All I'm saying is the fact that she's saying that type of shit, just know that you're gonna have to charge her to the game sooner than later. You understand? So she'll come over and have y'all sex date, but just understand that might be the last sex date or the last time you see her. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's only gonna get more difficult from that point. Because if she's expecting more than sex, right, at this point and complaining about it, that's a red flag. You see what I'm saying? That's a red flag, because that's already low-key showing uncooperative behavior. That's showing uncooperative energy right there. Because if she's like, oh, so we're doing this again, that means she's ungrateful for the time you're giving her sexually. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And I thought, I'm like, yeah, she'll probably come through and do it that time. But then the fourth time, she'll probably be like, no, I'm not. No.
Right. And the thing is, to me, I'd actually I'd probably just drop her there. I mean, I tell her stay her ass home.
Bro, the LOL is enough for me, bro. The LOL is enough for me, nigga.
Right.
I don't fuck with bitches on that LOL shit, bro. I don't fuck with bitches on that LOL shit. As soon LOL.
Because I'm like, if you don't want to fuck, stay your ass home.
I'm not a comedian, bitch, and I'm giving you instructions. LOL. LOL. Bro, you know how disrespectful that is?
Right.
So you see, oh God.
I'm telling you, they don't be seeing it. They don't be seeing it.
Caller. Listen. When you are in Walmart and you see a fucking toddler throwing a tantrum and acting crazy and throwing shit and yelling at their parents, how do you feel? Or what do you think?
I'm like that. Then, what the parents say, like.
Yeah, like the parents ain't doing what the fuck they're supposed to do, correct?
Right.
Okay, so if men are the authority and we provide, protect, and have authority and responsibility over women, and women are out here fucking up talking about LOL when you trying to set up the date, then what's going on? What are you thinking when you looking at the females then, my nigga?
Right.
Yeah, Miles killing me with these.
Bro, it's really that simple.
Right.
Bro, if we are not raising our kids right, they're going to be throwing tantrums in the fucking street, nigga.
It's a fact.
If we over here acting like bitch ass niggas, what's gonna happen to our women? Y'all niggas don't take this shit seriously, bro. Y'all niggas don't take this shit seriously. You sit there and complain about women when you the same soft ass nigga giving a bitch 10 more minutes of your time after she totally disrespected your whole program. She knows she supposed to come over there to fuck, and she gonna come over on her period.
Crazy.
Yo, alarm bells should be ringing off in your mind like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Right.
This bitch really thought she could come over and hang out with me. I made her think that.
Right.
Y'all think women, bro, women don't have their own thoughts. We give it to them.
Exactly. They're not ready for this shit.
That's real shit.
Oh man, y'all getting too much game today. This shit's super heavy. Oh man. So anything else, Cole, you want to say?
No, I appreciate that, brother. Hey, Miles, I appreciate that. You too, Curry, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, brother.
All right, brother. We appreciate you, man. You have a good weekend. Be safe. And bro, please stand strong, bro. Stand strong. When they're going against the program, please politely and expeditiously kick them the fuck out, bro. I'm so serious, bro. Because what you gonna understand is that there's gonna be a certain point where the only thing that you attract is quality.
Right.
So all of these misunderstandings and low interest, low quality females, they're not even gonna have a chance to brush against you.
Right. And Miles, on that note, I want to show y'all again, this is the new Bad Boy membership program, how to only date women on your terms. You feel what I'm saying? So go to badboymembership.com because I break that shit all the way down. So caller, you need to get on a membership because I break down 5 things that you have to do in order to date women on your terms and to make it happen successfully. You see what I'm saying? So that's real shit. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Curry. I appreciate that.
All right, brother. Happy Easter, bro.
Have a good weekend, brothers.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah.
All right.
And so we got any more callers or no?
Nah, we good on calls.
All right, so let me get to some more of these videos. So again, more videos to train y'all niggas to be a woman's bitch. So check this video out right here.
Men tend to forget that women typically are emotionally wired or more emotionally wired. Yeah. And so what happens is when she comes to you and expresses a concern, if that concern does not line up in your head logically, men tend to dismiss it. Okay. And they don't consider how she's feeling. And I want men to understand, you have to learn that we have to accept men and women are different. We are just built differently, and in understanding our differences, we can create more harmony with each other. When that woman says to you, this is how I feel, it's not about your logic at that point, bro. It's about how she feels.
Sad. Real is sad.
It's not about your logic at that point, bruh. It's about how she feels.
You know what's funny? See, this is the thing, right? What happens is that you have to understand the difference between, because he's like, well, don't forget about your logic. It's how she's feeling at the moment. See, there's a difference between a woman feeling a certain way based on something tangible that happened versus a woman just feeling a certain way, right? So, for example, if you plan to date with your girl, right, and you was at work and you picked up an extra shift for like an hour, or you picked up like you stayed, did some overtime for an hour, and then y'all missed your reservation, and then she was kind of upset because you missed the reservation and y'all missed y'all seat, so y'all couldn't get to this restaurant that y'all was trying to get to, and now she's in a certain mood because of that. That's understandable because you said something, you set up a situation, you fucked up the situation, she's upset about the situation you fucked up, right? Makes sense. Now, if a woman is in her feelings about just something random, you understand that has nothing to do with anything tangible, it's okay for her to be in her feelings, but you do not, as a man, need to concern yourself with that. You just let her sit in her feelings.
That's it.
Because what you got to understand is that if you're feeling a certain type of way about something that doesn't necessarily tangibly exist, then that means that as a man, there's nothing you can do about that feeling. You understand? There's nothing you can do to correct it, circumvent it. So what happens is that sometimes the women will say, but I just want you to listen. I just want you to hear me, right? Cool. So guys, all you got to do is, this is what you do when a woman's in her feelings about nothing that is actually happening. You say, listen, you know, I'm sorry you feel that way and I hope you feel better later. That's it. That's it. You just tell her that one sentence. I'm sorry you feel that way and I hope you feel better later. That's it. Do not get yourself into a fucking thing where you're trying to fix her shit, or she's saying, you know, I wish you would do this so that I could stop feeling this way. No, that's not where it's at. You understand what I'm saying? We're not going down that path. Because when you go down that path, you're just on some bullshit, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, you got to understand too. And I did a video about this recently. A woman, she wants to feel.
Yes, exactly.
She wants to feel. You're not helping the matter by stopping her from feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You're not helping the matter by trying to solve all her fucking problems.
Right.
You understand? She wants to feel. That's what I was telling you. You should understand the art of disappointing your woman.
Right. Exactly.
You should understand the art of telling your woman no.
Mm-hmm.
You should understand the art of, you know, if certain things happen and she don't get her way, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck you mean? It ain't about your logic there, bro. It's about her feelings.
Right.
Stupid ass nigga. Yo, these guys, bro.
That's why I told you, they're trying to get you to be a woman's bitch. Because they're trying to get you to acquiesce to how she's feeling in that moment, even though the feeling is within her based on something she's feeling about whatever the fuck she's feeling in the moment based on her own mind and her own feelings and her own beliefs. So now we got to stop the world for that. No.
The woman wants the emotional roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
They want to go through the dynamics of their emotions. They want to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of their existence. It like you know, like just like how a man has to you know, like if we have a problem or a conflict or some type of issue,
mm-hmm.
and we have to learn how to like separate and compartmentalize our emotional from the logic so we can achieve a desired goal.
Right.
It's the same way a woman has to go through all of the ebbs and flow of her emotion, because ultimately it makes her a better nurturer.
Right.
It makes her a better empathizer. So when she has children, she understands how to deal with the nuances of feelings and all of that shit that makes her feminine. That's her flexing her muscles.
Exactly.
That's her going through what she needs to go through to become a better wife, a better girlfriend, a better mother, a better woman in general.
Right.
Because those are all of the things that she needs to go through. So you coming in. So the only part I agree with is when he said it's not about your logic, it's about her feelings. Yes, it's about her feelings, but that doesn't mean that you as a man need to do anything about that.
Exactly.
You don't need to do shit about that. And as a matter of fact, when you get into relationships, guys, you got to know when to really like get into it with a woman and ask her about certain shit.
Exactly.
Certain shit, if you hear her talking, just shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Right. Don't even bother.
And when she's done talking, just say, come here.
Right. Exactly.
Come here. And then have her lay her head, lay her chest on your head, lay her head on your chest, and you put your arm around her and just hold her.
Right.
That's it. That's all you need to do. And a lot of niggas don't understand that part because you're so insecure and you're trying to make the bitch happy.
Right.
Because let me tell you the thing with some guys, and shout out to the caller, what, Rekka or whatever his fucking name is, the guy with the bonnet and shit.
Right.
That nigga and guys like him, they're so insecure about not being good enough for a girl or for their girl, or if they're in a relationship, that they feel as if their women is not on cloud nine, meaning if she's not like exuberantly happy at all times,
right,
that there is something wrong with the relationship and he's this close to losing her. That's how those niggas feel all the time.
Right.
So they're always walking on a tightrope. They're always walking on eggshells, afraid that at some point their woman is going to leave them for somebody else because of their insecurity.
Right.
Sometimes, you know how much your woman just needs you to be a man, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And just chill.
Right.
Let her go through her emotional shit. Like, oh God, you gotta understand, I was feeling this way and I was feeling that way, and this happened and that happened, and all she needs you to do is just be a man and sit there and be like, mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Come here, baby. Come here. Come to daddy. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
And you just grab the back of her head, put it on your chest like this. Put your arm around her and just hold her for like 2 to 3 minutes.
Right.
Let her take a couple of deep breaths and then be like, all right, now, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner's not going to cook itself.
Right.
All right. So get in the kitchen, make daddy some dinner. Thank you. All right.
Right.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what, bro. And then a lot of niggas can't do that because they're like, oh my God, my girl is upset. She's upset about something. If I'm not fixing it, she might leave me.
Exactly. Right.
And if she want to leave you, let her leave.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
These are the little things that the average modern male. You want to talk about average? You want to talk about modern females? No, the modern male is such a fucking pussy that he is always afraid that his bitch is gonna leave him.
Right. Exactly.
Bro, if you're afraid that your bitch is gonna leave you, listen. Be afraid of it raining. Be afraid that you might catch a cold. Be afraid that one day your life is gonna end.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, be afraid of everything. Be afraid that the sun is gonna come up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas are so pussy. And then you wonder why these bitches. Yo, let me tell you something about women, bro. And I said it earlier. These women they become very empathetic. The woman is naturally empathetic.
Right.
Meaning that she can feel what you feel.
Mm-hmm.
She can understand how you feel and she can feel it herself. But guess how it works?
Right.
When you feel a certain way, her nurturing is going to force her to compensate.
Right.
So with that being said, if we understand that logic of a woman's nurturing nature and her empathetic nature, if these men are out here behaving and acting feminine, what is a woman going to do to empathize and compensate?
Right.
When you niggas act like pussies, when you act like bitches, the woman, she's going to try to compensate.
Exactly.
That's why these chicks they act so masculine out here. Because it's really just an act.
Right.
It's really just a fucking act. And it's sad, bro. But the bottom line is that y'all niggas is so fucking insecure. And you're always trying to fucking fix everything. Not because it needs to be fixed, mind you. But because you're afraid your bitch is going to leave you.
Exactly. Yo, it's wild out here, man. All right, we got like 3 more videos in this shit. Okay, so let's go to this next video, see what this chick is saying.
Before you initiate sex, do this. That's Sex Coach Wendy B here, and I love to help people feel confident and sexy in and out of the bedroom. But before you initiate, make sure you read the room, read the context, and see how your partner is feeling before you make any move. Is your partner in the right headspace for this right now? Did your partner just walk through the door after a really stressful or busy day at work? Well, this could be really overstimulating for some people and cause them to push you away rather than invite or initiate that experience. Did your partner just plop right down on the couch and let out a big sigh of relief? That might not also be the right time. They might have just finished cooking, cleaning, laundry, putting kids to bed, whatever. They just sat down to catch their breath finally. So it's going to be harder to become easily aroused in that situation. Start with checking in. How was your day? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Maybe adding in light touches to let your partner know that you would like to be closer and more connected physically. And then initiate further once you have their consent to do.
My God, my God, my God. Do you see the language? Your partner, make sure your partner is feeling comfortable, and you know she got her slippers on, and it's like, bruh, again, like we said, again, you do not force yourself on any woman that does not want to have sex with you. That's not what we're talking about here. That's not the point, right? Oh, Miles just dropped out. But what you got to understand is this, guys, is that when you are in these situations, right, what happens is that she's talking about you being with a woman who is not really sexually attracted to you like that. This is why do you think we got told you about the vetting process? This is exactly because she's like, oh, what if what if she's not, she doesn't really want to be touched and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Listen, if my woman is in the kitchen, I could walk up in the kitchen, grab a whole handful of ass, kiss her on the neck, slap her on the ass, and go right back in the living room and chill. Like, what are we talking about here, man? What are we talking about here?
No. Every time I step behind my woman, you know what she does? She goes like this.
Exactly right.
Every time.
Uh-huh.
I'll never hear no. You didn't touch and check in with me to make sure I consented to you behind me like that. Bro, if you gotta touch and check in for consent, your bitch don't like you. Leave that relationship now.
Because this is the thing. How the fuck are you in a relationship with a woman for this long? And then you have to check in with her to see if she actually wants to be sexual with you. See, I can understand logistically of somebody just walking in a house, they put their shit down, just now you got to jump on them and shit. But what I'm saying is that this whole thing of, I have to double check to see if you're still interested in me. Like, what is this? I got to double check with you. Oh, you wake up in the morning, you tap your girl on the shoulder. Hey, listen, how you doing? Good morning. I was just checking in to see if you still are interested in sexual relations with me. Like, what are we talking about, man? See, the problem is a lot of you guys get in relationships with women who don't fucking like you.
Yes.
That's what it is. Y'all niggas went on 4 dates and she still ain't fuck. Then you wonder why you got to check in once she's your girl to see if she wants to fuck. This is crazy. Bro. Exactly, Mr. Just. He said, a man should be comfortable enough to casually say, get on your knees whenever. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What is,
Bro, at any time, throw her up on the kitchen counter.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? Yeah, bro. You know what? You know what it is? Y'all ain't gotta believe me. I just want y'all to know I love me and I love my life.
Exactly.
And I love the quality of the relationships that I conduct.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have to worry about none of that shit.
Right.
None of that shit. I don't have to say shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to say shit. I could just straight up go for the pants, pull the pants down, throw her up on the fucking kitchen counter, bury my face in between her legs, and it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No check-in, no fucking filling out an application, no sending a text. What are we talking about? This is why I tell y'all niggas, 85% of y'all motherfuckers is in relationships you should not be in.
Exactly.
If this is the situation, your girl don't like you.
Mm-hmm. So we trying to tell y'all. He said, then after she's on her knees, go make me coffee. Exactly. Real talk. So we got two more videos, and then for this shit. Oh, this one right here. This shit really grinds my gears right here. This one right here. It's about a minute and a half. So check this out.
So I told her, no one can make you feel anything. We can't go around blaming other people for our feelings. I'm sure you would agree with that. So what's the problem? Why aren't you saying anything? You ever worked for a bad boss? What? You ever worked for a boss who was negative all the time or only focused on what you did wrong or potentially took advantage of your hard work? Sure, everyone has. It's infuriating. Why would you feel infuriated in that environment? Because they were a self-centered jerk. But I thought no one could make you feel anything. Well, I mean, all I'm trying to say is people affect us. The environments we're in affect us. They can't not. It happens to you every day and you don't even realize it. Someone cuts you off in traffic, you feel something, don't you? Your kids deliberately disobey you, I bet you felt something. Yeah. And this is especially true in our romantic relationships. Are we creating environments of emotional safety and connection and intimacy together? Of course, I don't condone blaming someone else for all of our feelings. And I don't support this ignorant idea that our words and actions don't have a massive influence on our partner, because they do. And sometimes, especially as men, we've been conditioned to suppress and disconnect from our own feelings for so long that when our partner brings up theirs, we naturally dismiss and invalidate them, because that's exactly how we navigate our own. Never thought about that. But unfortunately, that doesn't fix the problem, does it? It pours gasoline on it. And one of the reasons she keeps getting louder and more critical and blaming you is because she's desperate to simply hear you say the words, I care about how you feel. It matters to me because you matter to me.
Don't you feel when you watch this, the testosterone just leaving your body? It's just like, it's like, what the fuck are we talking about? Listen, nobody makes you feel anything. You understand? This whole thing of you made me feel this way is bullshit. You understand? I can prove it to y'all motherfuckers, right? If a person said to you something, let's say you would consider negative, they said, you're an asshole, your mother's a cunt, fuck you, and all this other shit, right? Now you would say, I'm offended, you probably be upset, and you'll feel some type of way about that, right? Now, let's say that same person said to you that same exact thing in a whole nother language, and you didn't understand nothing they just said. They just said that same thing in another language. You wouldn't even react. Why? Because you don't understand what the fuck they're saying, so you're not taking in what they're saying to feel that way. Do you see what I'm saying? So what happens is that if it was them making you feel that way, that means that you would be upset by them telling you that you're a cunt in any language. Because then that would be them making you feel that way. So what happens is, especially when it comes to a relationship with your chick and all that other stuff, right? What happens is that this sets up a dynamic for the woman to say to you, well, I feel this way and it's your fault, so fix it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing that's causing these situations to happen. So when you have this idea that they're making you feel that way, that's incorrect. Because even in his example, he said to the guy, have you ever had a boss that made you, that was an asshole, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh yeah, I was infuriated, whatever. He's like, oh, but I thought no, you felt that way about your boss. Another motherfucker who worked for you could have felt a whole different way. Do you see what I'm saying? So the feelings that you have are inside you. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's making you feel anything. Every time you feel something, it's coming from within you, because somebody can call me an asshole and I could be like, what? Fuck out of here, and get all upset. Then they call Miles an asshole. He'd be like, whatever. So if it was the guy making us feel that way, me and Miles would feel the same exact way. But we're responding differently because our feelings are inside us. Do you see what I'm saying?
781, you're on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send it?
George, Boston, 23, PayPal.
All right. Appreciate your patience. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah. Mine were just want to give y'all because this week, since you're touching on this, I was just scrolling on Instagram and I was seeing all these videos that you're putting up right now. And it wasn't these type of videos, but it was more so videos of girls getting interviewed by guys, be like, oh, what's your sluttiest confession, or what's your body count, all this goofy shit. And I would look in the comments, and the comments are oh, she's for the streets, or oh, her father would be proud. And it's ever since listening to our content, I look at that shit, I'm just I don't get pissed off, but I'm just man, it's just why does it matter? Why do you guys give a fuck? Listening to your content, you have a whole new lens And it's crazy because now it's like, now I can see why you niggas get pissed off. Like Steve be going in on niggas. And I'm just like, now I can see why. You feel me? Because it's like, what do we like? Why do we give a fuck about, you know, shit that doesn't really matter? So I just want to keep it off the guards because it's like it's a whole different perspective that I'm now like adopting essentially.
Right.
Real shit. Listen, I'm gonna have you on a live stream one day, and you better be a nigga because you be saying nigga like crazy, and you sound super white saying all that nigga shit. Like, I'm like, bro, you got the whitest.
Probably true. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, it's probably very true. Very true.
Yeah, you sound super white. You sound like your name is Hoyt, and you just you know what I'm saying? Like he just say a nigga like crazy. Oh my god, hilarious! But no, I feel you. But see, that's the thing. When you start to understand this game, you see through the bullshit. That's why when I watch these videos, I can see through the bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. It's not to see what happens is a lot of the stuff that they're saying about how women are responding is not to say that anything is wrong with that. But what they're doing is that this is what they're really saying. You guys need to forget about you and make everything about her. And that's wrong. You see what I'm saying? See, it's one thing if you say, hey, listen, you know, this is what you can do to navigate your situation so that you get what you want and she gets what she wants and everything flows in a direction where y'all both benefit. That's perfect. But what they're saying is, hey, buddy, your girl's not in the mood to have sex. Well, just you know, suck it up, bro, and ask her if she wants anything to drink. And is she thirsty? Does she need anything? Should I get you some? Like, now you turned into her manservant after she told you she ain't in the mood. What are we talking about?
Right.
Because there's still an issue here. The issue here is my dick is still not sucked.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So what are we talking about? So how do we you know, correct that issue and the other issue? You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is that telling guys to suck it up and just to be a woman's bitch, that's the issue right there. Because then now what happens is that you're saying, let's continue this relationship at the expense of the man. It's terrible. I'm like, man, this shit crazy.
And you know what else is interesting to me about even the video that you just played? They talk about feeling safe in a relationship. Well, how safe am I supposed to feel if I don't already have built-in consent from my chick?
Right, exactly.
Like what safety are we talking about where I gotta be walking on eggshells to make sure that you're consenting to my touch?
Exactly.
Isn't that unsafe?
Right. Exactly.
Because seriously, right? When caller, have you ever been invited to somebody's house and it says mi casa es su casa? So like if you want something out the fridge, if you want something in the kitchen, go help yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that means that you have at the start of the situation, when I invite you to my house, I let you know that consent is built in. So when you come to my house, you ain't gotta ask me for shit.
Right. You can just go do what you got to do.
Whatever you want to do, you're safe to do it. Correct?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we talking about when we talking about, oh, well, you know, you got to check in with your partner and make sure your partner's consenting to your touch and make sure that they're okay with this and that because they're emotional and you want to make sure their feelings matter. And why the fuck would I be with you if your feelings didn't matter?
Exactly.
Why the fuck would I want to be with you?
Right.
These people are so fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Anything else you want to say, caller?
I'll leave off with this. Once you it's kind of like opening Pandora's box too. I'm not gonna lie, because the shit that you guys are giving, it's a logical argument, and I feel like other shit that I've heard, like it seems logical, but then when you put it into practice, it doesn't make sense or it doesn't hold up.
Right.
But everything that I've tried, and it's not like I'm listening to you just to listen to you. I like to listen. I try to find the truth in everything. It's all right, this is the truth because it's battle tested. You feel me? So the shit that y'all be saying, like it's like just straight logic, and it just makes so much sense. And it's like once you see it, like you can't unsee it. So that's another epiphany that I had. But and then the reason why I have a white voice because I grew up in a white neighborhood. That's why. You feel me? So.
That's what's up. Yeah. All right, brother. Well, we appreciate you calling in, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna holler at you, man. Appreciate the call, bro.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Sir. All right. So, okay, we got one last video from the same dude. This one is a little longer. It's about 2 minutes, and it's more of this. If your girl is not in the mood, shit. So let's look at this crazy shit right here.
I just don't understand why she's never in the mood anymore. Oh, my wife used to be the same way. Really? What do you think it is? Well, it could be a number of different things, but let's rule out some obvious ones. Oh, not the clipboard. Have you tried non-sexual affection? What? Like holding her, kissing her, touching her gently instead of just randomly groping her. Touching her without any pressure for the bedroom, so she knows you value her more than just her body. My wife loves that stuff. Does yours? I don't know. Okay. Have you tried intentionally setting aside time to reconnect together? Schedule a babysitter surprise or with a date, be playful, talk about life and love like you did when you were dating. Nah, it's been really busy at work lately. Right. Have you asked her if she feels overwhelmed with the mental load and the emotional labor of this family or the relationship? Were those real words? I don't speak Spanish. How about vulnerability? No. Intimacy. Stop saying words I don't know. Emotional connection. Okay, this isn't fair. You're making me out to be the bad guy in all this. Remember, she's depriving me. Listen, I get it. I don't mean to make you out to be the bad guy. I'm just trying to stretch your mind on what might be going on. There's multiple reasons why she might not be in the mood. Some that don't have anything to do with you, and others that do. So how do I know if I'm contributing? You have to talk to her. You have a hard conversation where you ask her to be honest and vulnerable if stress or feelings of neglect are affecting her libido or desire for you. What if it doesn't go well? Well, if by not going well, you mean that she's honest with you about how she's actually feeling, that's a good thing. You want her to yell at me? No, of course I don't want anyone verbally attacking anyone, but if she's willing to tell you how she's actually feeling, that gives you an opportunity to be an emotionally safe partner and validate any pain or hurt that she has and show her she can rely on you and that you actually care, which usually de-escalates conflict and builds trust. And trust is sexy, opposed to what we sometimes do, which is get defensive and shut down and dismiss her feelings as irrational, which probably leads her to feeling abandoned and alone, which is not sexy. Got it? Got it.
Listen, I think I'm gonna have to eat a steak tonight because this is. What's interesting? What was funny? He said, try to do these little things where you, touch her a little here and there so that she thinks that you're not just there for her body. So you trying to tell me I have a woman that I've been with for this long and you still think I only am with you for your body, but we're in an actually long-term relationship and I'm just with you for your body? Like what? Like really? So where did you, how do you come up with that where we're actually in a long-term relationship? You're my woman, but the only reason I'm here is because of your body. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I could shout out the trick sort of, listen, you could just pay a chick if you just want her body, right? You could just get casual sex if you just want the chick body. So I'm going to go through all the relationship shit just for your body. That makes no fucking sense. Then what he said was, oh, maybe she doesn't want to do shit because, you guys have to go out more and connect more and do more shit. That's a bunch of horse shit because that within itself isn't a thing that needs to happen when it comes to you actually having sexual desire. So what that means is that women will like to use this whole thing of, I just feel disconnected from you. So maybe if we did other shit outside of sex, that would make me want to have sex with you. But what's interesting is when we first met, we didn't have to do other shit outside of sex. You would just come over and fuck, right? So now how all of a sudden we got to do extra shit for you to be in the mood? When before we didn't have to do nothing, but all I had to do was call you or text you, then you was in the mood. You see what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden shit has just changed and switched up. So now I have to do more and more shit to make this happen. You know what's funny? This is what I find interesting. Women are the ones that are saying to guys generally, hey, you guys should marry us. We should have a long-term relationship. You guys should commit. But then what I'm seeing in these videos is the guys who are committing have to do all the work in the commitment. Does that even make sense? Why would I sign up to do more work in the situation, but you're the one that wants this thing to go down? So if you want this thing to go down, shouldn't it be, okay, let me try to do something to keep this situation that you are begging me to make happen? You see what I'm saying? Or what it is that they say this because they know that a lot of you guys are betas. And what you're going to do is you're going to acquiesce to what she says. And now she's recruiting you to be her manservant. That's it. Because fuck, if you're horny, you should just figure out how to get me in the mood, even though I was quote unquote in the mood before when we were first getting together. Now, all of a sudden things change. So now you have to figure this puzzle out. That's some bullshit. Oh, you're on mute, Miles. You're on mute.
Look, Lucario, you have to learn how to be an emotionally safe partner.
Right. And that's how they get you with the bullshit. See, you know what it is? They get you by guilt tripping you into thinking that you are the immature one.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a very evolved, mature woman. So, she needs this connection to have sex. You understand what I'm saying? She needs this in order for sex to happen. So if you think that you could just come in here and have sex, that's crazy. Because in the video, he's like, listen, I've been busy. We just trying to get it in. What the fuck you mean? Right? And he's like, oh, but maybe you have to do a little bit more things to get the connection going in order to make it happen. And this is the part that fucks the whole situation up. A lot of times what happens is this. It's not about no fucking emotional connection. It's not about you having to do more shit. It's not about her feeling like y'all have to go on more dates or whatever the fuck it is. What it really is this. Your woman either never was really sexually attracted to you, or she was, and now she's basically complacent in the relationship and she's not as attracted to you as she once was. Now, why would a woman be in a relationship, or why would the situation be she's not attracted to you as much as she once was? I don't know. Maybe because you're kowtowing to what the fuck she's saying. Maybe because you're trying to be sensitive and ask her, hey dear, are you okay? Let me rub your tummy and rub your head because you're not in the mood and you're tired. And hey, let me be your manservant. And hey, let me put my masculinity to the side and just be okay with this situation, instead of letting a woman know, hey, listen, this is how I like relationships. If you don't like relationships this way, maybe we shouldn't be together. How about that? Like, this shit where we got to stay there and try to work shit out? Because I remember the last time when I went to the fucking sneaker store, I bought a size 13 because 13s fit my shoe, fit my fucking foot. I don't buy a size 11 and try to make it work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is some bullshit.
I like relationships where I could fucking grope my woman.
Exactly.
At any given fucking time.
Right.
And even the words that they use, grope.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Right.
She's my girl.
Exactly, right. That's what I'm saying.
No. If I walk out in the street and I see a strange woman I never met before and I grab her in the way that I would grab my girl, then you can call it groping.
Right.
But if it's my fucking woman, bro, that she has my protection, my authority, and I'm willing to do what I got to do as a man to make sure she's good.
Mm-hmm.
I have every reason to grab and touch and do whatever the fuck I want.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not like that, then we probably shouldn't be together.
Exactly.
The fuck are we talking about?
Exactly.
Nigga, if she walking past me in the house, she getting smacked on the ass, bro.
Exactly, right. It's a fact.
I want to say something too, because you see, with all of the shit that's going on right now with like Diddy and all these fucking celebrities having to answer for their sexual shit,
mm-hmm.
if we allow bitch ass niggas like this on social media to completely poison the minds of the masses,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be able to touch your own fucking wife anymore.
Exactly.
Forget catcalling a bitch in the street. You're not going to be able to say anything to your wife.
Exactly.
Your wife.
Mm-hmm. This shit wild.
Are you like, bro? The niggas don't understand the fucking slippery slope.
Exactly.
I gotta check in and be an emotionally safe partner and ask my woman if it's okay to touch her.
Right.
Y'all bitch ass niggas is. This is what I mean when I say you ruin it. You males, you fucking moist bitch ass males. You ruin it for men.
Right.
And you also ruin it for real fucking women.
Exactly. And this is the thing. The woman has the right to say she don't want to be touched. She has the right to say she's not in the mood. She has the right to say that she's tired. She has the right to not want to have sex with you. But guess what? You also have the right to fucking leave.
Facts.
So my thing is, why are you staying with a woman who doesn't want to be touched by you? Oh, but Locario, it's not that, I just need more connection. I just need more, well, if you need more, then that means I'm not enough. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not enough for you, meaning that you don't see me as the motherfucker that's enough for this situation, then we don't need to be together.
You don't.
See, I know I'm enough. So I'm going to get with a woman who recognizes that I'm enough. So if she recognizes that I'm enough, then I don't need to be sitting here. Hey, excuse me. I was just wondering if tonight, maybe around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I could maybe hold your hand. And then maybe if you're feeling okay, we could probably do this thing that they call sexual intercourse. I just wanted to check in with you. I know we've been together for 20 years. I just wanted to check in to see if it's okay for me to touch you. What?
If you're comfortable.
If you're comfortable. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? This is what I'm saying. So this is the thing. This is what you guys got to understand. This is why shit fucks up. See, the issue is this, and this is why relationships fuck up. This is why marriages suck nowadays, is because there is really no consequence to a woman's actions that are brought up upon based on her emotion. So meaning, if a woman's constantly saying, well, I'm just not in the mood, I just don't feel like it, I don't feel connected, the guy's just supposed to stay there. But what happens is if you say, okay, well, listen, I understand you talking all this stuff. Okay, cool. You're human. I get it. You might be tired today. Like, you might genuinely be tired and you just can't even keep your eyes open. I got that. All good. But if we were together and it's been 2 months, and and you hear this shit a lot, it's been 2 or 3 months and no sex has happened, and it's been like 5 times where your man is trying to initiate sex and you're talking about you're tired and, oh, I can't now and all this other stuff. We need to end this. We need to end this now. I don't give a fuck how much kids we got. I don't give a fuck how long we've been together. We need to end this now.
Shout out to T.I. expeditiously, nigga.
Because this is the thing. What is the thing where, because, they're like, oh, but, the girl, she's going to feel like she's obligated to do it if you don't, if you're going to leave or whatever. Listen, no, I don't want her to do it. I'm glad she's saying this because you're letting me know how you really feel so that I can leave.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you should be with the man you want to have sex with. Mm-hmm. You should be with the man that you're fucking with him for 3 months and you don't want to fuck him. No, find you a man who you want to fuck, and I'm gonna find me a woman who wants to fuck. It's that simple. But what they want to do is they want you to be trapped in these fucking sexless marriages and all this other dumb shit, and sit there and try to work it out. Oh, let's go to counseling more. Let's talk more. Can you validate my feelings? Because, I just don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I know I've known you for 20 years. We've had sex a bunch of times, but for some reason, I don't feel safe. You're a stranger to me. You need to re-engage so I can get emotionally connected to you. Even though we've been together for 20 years, I need to get more emotionally connected. I just don't feel safe with you. What? Listen, if my chick ever tells me she don't feel safe around me, I'm be like, oh, really? Nigga, I'm out. I'm be like, peace out. You have a good day. I hope you feel safe by yourself because I'm out. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how much I love you. I want you to feel so safe that I will not even be here. That's how safe you're gonna feel by yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Shit is crazy, man.
Guys, you gotta be careful with this bullshit. These niggas will fucking they will make you think that you're evil.
Right.
They will make you think that there's something wrong with you. For grabbing your girl's ass when she walked past you, bro.
Right.
Like they'll really make you think it's something wrong with you for throwing your chick over the shoulder.
Right.
And taking her into the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Bro, like y'all gotta understand how crazy this shit is. What are we well, you know, imagine you in court and you like, yeah, so me and my wife, you know, on Saturday night, what happened was, you know, before the burglar came to the door, you know, I grabbed my wife and took her into the bedroom, threw her on the bed, and bent her over and started smacking her, Your Honor. And then we heard the thump in the night, and then the robber came in and he broke into the house and he robbed us and blah blah. And then they're like, wait, hold on. Forget the robbery. Did you say that you grabbed your wife, brought her into the bedroom, bent her over, and started assaulting your own wife in your bedroom? Forget the robbery. We gotta start a whole new court case on this assault and battery of your wife, sir.
Right.
What?
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
But Your Honor, this court case is about how we got robbed that night. I was just explaining what was happening before the burglar came into the... No, sir. We have to address the problem. See where this can go?
Right. This is crazy. Because, and the funny part is that if shit was flipped in a different direction, right? People would look at you like you crazy. Like, imagine your wife comes in or your girl comes in and she's like, oh, hey, I had a really bad day at work. And, you know, I want to tell you about this. And you say, you know what? I'm actually not in the mood to talk to you about what happened in your day. And then she's like, oh, you know, we got a note from the electric bill. It came in. Do you pay it? You know, actually, I'm not in the mood to pay bills this month. You know, I'm actually not in the mood. I'm too tired. Why do you want me to pay bills? And you know, I'm very emotional right now. Couldn't you just get me some water and then talk to me about how I feel so that maybe if I feel comfortable, then I'll start paying bills. You see what I'm saying? Then I'll start being consistent with you. Like, you see what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? See, the issue is a man is supposed to lead. So these guys are being led by their women. And what they're saying is, forget you being a man. Let's come over here and deal with her emotion and forget that you're a goddamn leader.
Right.
This is terrible, man. This is like, oh my God. This type of shit, and this is why game is so important. This is why you hear statistics and all that shit where they say women are the ones who are the ones that get divorced or initiate divorce. Why do you think? Because they got these fucking fuck nigga dudes out here that are trying to, you know, connect and re-engage and, you know, and let's talk about our feelings and all this other shit. And when she realizes she's married to a guy who's not a leader, who's not masculine, then she wants to get the fuck up out of there. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Like, listen, to all you guys out there who are married or have girlfriends and you haven't had sex in months, and every, you know, 4 out of 5 times your girl tells you she's not in the mood, or she tells you I'll suck your dick on your birthday and on Christmas. Any of y'all niggas in that type of situation, y'all need to get the fuck out now. You understand what I'm saying? This is insane. This is insane. Like this is sad too. And it's sad that you got all these people on social media talking about, hey guys, maybe it's because you haven't taken your wife out to dinner. That's why she doesn't want to have sex with you. Really? So now I have to take my wife to dinner to get sex. I got to take out the trash so we can have sex. This is crazy. This is some bullshit, man. I'm like, my God, bro. This shit's wild, but it is what it is. Let me see what some of these questions are saying, and we're gonna wrap this shit up. Where is he at? Okay, so where can you download the song Stop Frontin'? I looked through all the mixtapes online. It's not on any of it. Yeah, I didn't come out with that yet. That's on a new joint. That's gonna be on a new mixtape. Says, how can I become addicted to success and envision myself being successful when my mind is stuck in the past? So Miles, you can take that because I feel like he needs some.
How can I become addicted to success and envision myself being successful when my mind is stuck in the past? Yeah. Well, when is the success that you envision? When is it going to happen? Is it going to happen in the past or is it going to happen in the future?
Right.
You understand? That's really all you got to ask yourself. Chapter 1. Mm-hmm. When is this whole your vision of success? When is it actually going to come to fruition? Right. If it hasn't come to fruition yet, when is it actually going to come to fruition? More than likely, it's going to come to fruition in the future. Mm-hmm. So if your mind is stuck in the past, then you'll never get to your success, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You already know the answer to your question. You just let us know that your mind is stuck in the past. So what you need to do, you need to be present. That's why they call it the present.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be present, meaning you need to be in the moment. You need to appreciate your life for what it is now so you can create and set the foundation for whatever you want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not successful if you're not focused and successful on where you're at right now, there's no way that you'll be able to build on the foundation of now to get to the success that you want in the future.
Right. Real talk. So this says, doesn't telling a woman you want to smash that you just met put you at a lower value because you are asking her, and asking is like following her? Y'all motherfuckers is so wild with this shit. Okay, James, think about this, right? How does any interaction in general, because of course it's always going to be exceptions, but 99.999% of the time, how does any interaction happen where a man and a woman get together? It's the man who creates the situation. It's the man who approaches her. It's the man who orchestrates the dates, the situation. It's the man who creates the relationship, right? So what happens is that when you let a woman know that you want to smash, what you're doing is you're giving her an opportunity to get dick. You understand? So now what happens is that she's not going to get dick unless you create the situation for her to get dick, because she's not going to come up to you to make it happen. You got to come up to her. You got to interact with her. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not putting you at a lower value because what you're offering her is value. Do you see what I'm saying? So the fact is that you're seeing it as lower value, right? Because you don't value your dick. You don't value your attention. You see what I'm saying? Because how is offering a woman value make you lower value? You know what I'm saying? So if you want a job, if the company is offering you a job, how does that make them lower value when they're benefiting you? You see what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Why do you hate yourself, young man?
Craziness. It says, you mentioned you don't want a female worshiping you, but isn't that the ideal relationship? 99% of men, unless I'm missing something, it's crazy. You wouldn't want a female to worship you. No, I do not want a woman to worship me. I want a woman to cooperate and to follow my lead. That is it. See, worshiping, what happens is you got to understand is that if a woman is worshiping you, right, that means that she has some sort of mental issue.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'll even take this a step further, and you're not going to like what I'm going to say, but most people who are religious have mental issues because they're worshiping God. I'm saying instead of actually understanding what's really going on, They're sitting there worshiping God. You don't have to worship anything, because worshiping is actually putting on a pedestal.
Right.
Nothing needs to be put on a pedestal. Your own self. Nothing needs to be put on a pedestal, because everything is one. So it makes no sense to worship, because by worshiping, you're creating separateness between you and the thing you worship. So what happens is that when a woman is worshiping you, she can't accurately cooperate and follow your lead. You understand what I'm saying? Because what she's doing is that she's not really even in the right frame of mind.
She's not in the right frame of mind for what?
I was saying she's not in the right frame of mind to follow you. You know what I'm saying?
All right, 619, you're alive with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send it? All right.
This nigga, he was like, I ain't sending shit. He's like, I gotta hang up. But yeah, that's the thing. So the thing is, it's good if a woman is cooperating with you and following your lead, because what that means is that she is making a conscious decision to be there. You understand? So that means she's saying, I'm getting a benefit out of the situation, so I'm making the decision to be here. You understand what I'm saying? So that means that she has control over why she's there. If you're worshiping, you don't really have control.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
And you know, I just want to say this too, that most of you guys, the reason why you ask questions like this is simply because you don't understand your value to a woman.
Exactly, right.
And you don't understand your value. You don't understand your value in any capacity. So how could you understand your value to a woman? Because you're not valuable to yourself. This is why Steve the Dean asks all the callers, why do you hate yourself?
Right.
So what he's really saying is, why do you not understand your value? Once you understand that you are valuable to yourself, then why don't you understand that you are valuable to the woman?
Right.
Like a lot of y'all niggas don't even understand that. Yeah, you're propositioning the woman for sex, but you don't even understand how much she's gonna love it.
Exactly. Right.
You don't understand how much she's gonna love it, bro. Because y'all never had the experience of a woman actually wanting you.
Right.
A woman fucking bending under the will of your erection. And fucking quivering and shivering on your dick. And you were looking at her realizing the whole time I was asking her for something.
Right.
And she's like, y'all don't get it, bro. Y'all niggas don't get it, bro.
That's wild.
Because the whole time you horny. Like, yo, what's up? Give me smash. What's good? What's good? And then she, well, I don't know. You know, come on. Why you And then when you actually get into it, she's the one. She's the one like, oh my God, daddy.
Yes, Dad.
Oh, it's so good. It's so, oh my God, it feels so good, daddy. Oh. You looking at her like, and imagine, I was the one suggesting for us to do this. Now look at you.
Right, exactly.
Look at you sitting over there shivering and moaning and the fuck are we talking about, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
This is why I'm like emotionally safe.
Right.
Checking in.
Crazy.
Like, come on, y'all don't even understand y'all value. Y'all don't understand what's really going on when you have sex with these women. You don't understand how much value you are literally putting into them.
Crazy. It says, telling a woman she looks sexy, doesn't that put you, oh, you're ready this one. Where is this? How have you guys become intelligent over the years? Is it from experience or is it from acquiring information? Both, but mostly experience. Because experience is always the best teacher. Because a lot of times what happens is that you could acquire information, but the best information to acquire is through your experience. You see what I'm saying? Because then what happens is, because check this out. I'm going to prove to y'all that everything is connected, right? The only reason that comedians even exist is because comedians do something very special. They talk about life and existence And the reason why you find it funny, or the collective finds it funny, is because we all can what? Relate. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that when you experience, right, then you relate to the world in a certain way. And then when other people experience, they also relate to the world in a certain way. And then what happens is that you're going to end up noticing that you have similar experiences. Now you have different experiences, but you also have similar experiences, right? So that's why they say game recognizes game, because what happens is that when you have experience in the game, right, somebody else can recognize it. You see what I'm saying? They can also recognize that too.
619. Sorry, can you repeat that, Lucario? I missed that last part.
Yeah, so I was saying basically what happens is that when it comes to experience, right?
Hold on, 619. Hold on,
619. So basically what I'm saying is this: when you have experience, right, you understand certain things. When another person has experience, they also understand a certain things. Right. So what happens is both of y'all have a similar experience in certain things because y'all experience life. And this is what shows you that you guys are connected, because you're saying, wait a second, I grew up over here, you grew up over here. So if we're, let's say, for example, talking about women, and I'm talking to Miles and I say, yo, I was with this chick the other night and then this happened. And Miles will be like, yo, I had that same exact experience with this other chick. Now, how the fuck did we have the same experience in two different situations, two different women? Because we're experiencing life and we're all fucking connected. So we're going to have the similar experiences in the context of this situation. But we can take the call.
All right, cool. And good point, by the way. So 619, you're on live with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send it?
Well, it's Giannino, San Diego, 39. I sent Venmo.
Venmo. Oh, he did. He went the other route. Hold on. Let me check the Venmo real quick. Hold on. All right, I got you. What's going on, fam?
Lucario, last time on the show, you put on that people, when they're on the camera, it's a different type of energy, different type of person.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? I think it was yesterday or the other day.
Yep.
And my question is it the same for when we're like working? The only reason why I ask, because when I'm at work, like it's showtime, so it's a different type of person that I transition into.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. So you basically, it's the part of you at work. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's always going to be different facets to you, and because you're at work, you're performing, so you're going to have a different type of energy, and you're going to put on a different type of show, basically. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So parts of your personality, right? Parts of your persona, right, is you being who you are in these different contexts and situations. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times what happens is that when you're at work, you'll probably be a certain way versus you're at home, versus you're talking to your girl, versus you talking to your grandma. Do you see what I'm saying? It's you have a basis of who you are, but then you have all of these different sections of reality that is going to bring other parts of you out. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, now my employer, he heard me giving my presentation. I'm salesman. And so he said to me that the person that I transition to when it's showtime, that's not really who I am. So I'm being fake. I'm telling him I love transitioning into this other personality for this moment, and I've enjoyed presenting myself in this manner instead of just being truly who I am. Is that really being? Does that make sense? Am I not really being who I am?
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. No one can tell you you're being fake except for you. Does that make sense? So what I'm saying is nobody can know whether you're being real or fake except for you, because you're the only one that understands yourself internally and knows what you're doing at any time. Do you see what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah. Yes, I understand that. But I never realized it until he told me this. He brought it to my attention. And so he said, if you're just really you, because, we have lunch and we go out and stuff. He says, if you're really just being you, you probably have more sales or you probably do better. And I'm like, I gotta ask Lucario, man.
So basically, what it sounds like is he's trying to figure out a way to get you to do more sales, period. Right? But what happens is that he's coming from his perspective or perception of how he sees you. So what I would ask you is, do you feel like you're being fake?
See, it's a show. It's like another version of me. When it's time to execute, I transition into this person where it's like,
right. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm asking you. I'm asking you though. Do you think you're being fake? Do you feel like you're being fake?
No. I feel this is a part of me. It's just
okay. So then there you go. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, from his perspective, he might think you're being fake because what happens is that something within you reminds him of something within him when he's being fake. So that's the only reason why he's seeing that, because he's basically projecting something that he can recognize within himself to even have that fucking thought.
So in other words, your boss is a bitch ass knuckle.
Because I even said that in one of my rhymes in the new mixtape. Because I basically said something to the effect of, these niggas is hating, but am I also a hater? Because if I'm recognizing that you're a hater, I also have to be a hater to recognize that within you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing too. So that's what I'm saying, where, from his perspective or perception, that's what he's getting from you based on what he can recognize within himself. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yes.
That's what it is.
Okay. Yeah, because I heard you say that, when the females get the camera, they know the camera's on them. They're a whole different person.
What kind of job do you do, caller?
Sales. Just in sales. Door to door, on the street, presentation.
Door to door sales. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even at the mall or on the street downtown.
The thing is that you're accessing a different side of you.
Right.
It's not that you're fake.
Correct.
We all have different parts of us. We all are complicated beings, and we all have different parts of us. Right. When you're accessing different parts of you, don't mean that you're being fake.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you're being fake. Right. And the fact that you're a supervisor or whatever, and stop using. You're a grown man. As a man, stop using the word boss.
Mm-hmm.
Stop using the word boss. Say manager or supervisor or fucking coworker. Stop saying boss. Nobody is your fucking boss except yourself. You hear me?
Copy.
All right. Now, the reason why he's saying that stuff is because that's probably how he approaches the job.
Mm-hmm.
He in his mind, he's putting on a whole nother persona, so he feels fake about what he does. But don't let what he does affect you, bro. If you like what you do and you tap into a certain part of yourself where you bring out a certain charisma, a certain energy to get those sales, then do what the fuck you do. Don't let that motherfucker influence what you think of how you do what you do, bro.
Right.
Got it, Miles. Thank you. I appreciate that, because I was starting to second guess myself. I said, I've never had this type of a thought process or idea that I'm being fake. I said, it's showtime, and this is the energy that I fall into, and this is how I perform. But he just happened to be out with me that day, and he's just like, I know you don't really have that type of, that's not the real you. You need to be you. And I'm like, what? It's like the company image is very laid back. The company image is very beach, lazy, and I'm just like, I'm just in execution mode. I apologize, but this is how I do it.
Yeah, don't apologize again.
I feel best.
Don't apologize again.
Right. Yeah, don't worry about that shit. Yeah, just do what you do. Because remember, like I said, no one can tell you, right, who you are. This is why we say we talk about masculine identity. So it doesn't matter what anyone else is saying, because what they're saying is always from their perspective, and from their point of view. And so what I'm saying is that they're telling you who you are through them.
Right.
So the fact that it's through them, they can't even fathom who you really are. You see what I'm saying? Or what you're really about, because they're not you.
Right.
Exactly.
You understand? That's like if you put some food in your mouth and was chewing, and the guy said to you, "Hey, that tastes nasty." How the fuck are he's gonna tell you what tastes nasty in your mouth?
Right.
Pause. No Diddy. But Carla, you got that, man?
Yes, sir. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
Call, man. Get back to it.
All right, man. Have a good weekend. Be safe,
Absolutely.
man. Peace, brother.
All right.
Yeah, and that we got 832, but hold on one second. I just want to say that as well, man. Guys, especially if you're in the type of job where you know this is not the end all be all, stop calling these people your fucking boss.
Right.
These people are not your boss. You are your own boss. You understand? Stop that shit. These people are your coworkers. Maybe they're your managers or your supervisor, but they are not your boss. Stop that shit. Because again, your words expose you. You understand? The words that you use, the way that you think of your life, and the words that you choose to use to describe your life mean something. So especially if you know that this position is literally just a building block before you get to where you really want to get to, stop calling these motherfuckers your boss, because the words that you use really, really affect your reality. But anyway, we got 832. You're on live with Lakari and Miles, name 8 City. Where did you send it, sir?
Chilling. J Neil calling in from Houston. Sent the Miles the cash out. I think it was $8 a mile.
All right. Let me see. All right, we got you, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. What's going on with you, man? Happy Easter. What's up?
The videos, man. Yeah, chilling, man. I was listening to the videos that y'all had presented for the show and shit, and I was just thinking, like, man, like, as a man in a relationship, you know, you got a job and the woman got a job as well. I mean, you know, every guy's different. Some guys maybe they want to wake up to a text like, hey, get up, make me some soup, and then come back in the room and bend over, and then after that, go run my bath water. Like, everybody got their own situation. My thing is, like, I guess in some situations, women forget that, like, hey, like, you do know in a monogamous relationship, your job is to please me, right? Like, you do know that, right? Because I be looking at situations that women expect you to take the trash out, mow the car, be loyal, be faithful, all these weird shit, you know, well, not weird, but all these different expectations. But then when it comes to sex and shit, now that she got you tied in, oh yeah, I'm tired tonight, and you know, I just done my hair, I've been on my feet all day, like, I mean, I can suck it for like maybe a second or two. It's like, yo, you do know that, like, in this situation, you're causing me to look at you like you're underperforming, right? And then they feel like, well, my feelings, and you making me feel like I'm not the one. You making me feel like all I am here is for sex. And it's like, well, we have a job to do, because if somebody busts in this house and the orders is, if someone come into this house, you go into the restroom and I go take care of business, like, we know what to do. So on the sexual side, I'm not saying be my sex slave necessarily, but hey, if you know I need it like 2 times, 3 times out the weekend, I need you to have a personal mental calendar in your mind to say, hey, let me go rub my man's joint. And this
is the thing, Hold on, and this is the thing, and everything that you're saying, and this is exactly why guys need to vet women and create the exact type of relationship you want, because not everything that you said is not her fault. You understand what I'm saying? Every single thing you said is not her fault. It's the man's fault, because the man has to create a situation where he only allows a woman to be in a relationship with him if she is, you know, has the same type of sex drive and the same type of desire that he has. And so what happens is that if they do get into a relationship, it's also his job to let her know that if this is going to be a problem, then this has to end. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying, where a lot of these dudes who feel this type of way or have these issues, it's still on them, because they allowed that woman to be in a long-term relationship with them. They allowed that woman to be their wife. You see what I'm saying?
Fact. You know what I'm saying? Before I go, you know what I'm saying, I had a situation, and you know, I was starting to notice that she was getting comfortable. And I know sometimes I can get comfortable, but I said, you know what? It's my fault. And she was like, what you mean it's your fault? I said, I can see why you're starting to like let shit slide and starting to come up with these weird ass excuses because you seen me do some shit and I slide. So you feel like, oh, okay, since I'm not, you know, since I, like, for example, I might have said, hey, you know, Friday's our day, 7 o'clock, boom. All of a sudden now I'm saying, you know, hey, Friday, make it 7:45. Then 2 weeks later, hey, you know what? Instead of 7:45, make it 8:15. I keep pushing shit back. So now she's seeing how flexible, how moldable, like how easily she can kind of like start being wishy-washy. And I'm like, you know what? I see where I'm fucking up, man. And now we have a situation where she's crying because I'm saying things that's hurting her feelings because she's thinking that I thought it was a circus. Now you acting like it's military. Like, which one is it, Jay? Now you got me in my feelings. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm fucking this shit up. So, you know, it's a situation where, man, you know, like you said, you got to have your situations, you know, have your situation. And also, you know, call them out, you know what I'm saying, in a respectful way. And they going to get in their feelings about it. But, like, hey, if you want me to be loyal, if you want me to be monogamous, if you want me to come over here and give you my time and, you know, like you're expecting me to text you back, then, hey, if you're expecting me to text you back and return your phone calls, then I need that same respect, not just sex. Hell, it could be, hey, you know I like that spaghetti. Hey, make that shit next weekend. Like, I need that too. Like, it got to be a give and take.
Right.
And I think a lot of brothers are in situations where the woman is taking more and giving less and less and less and less, man.
Mm-hmm. Now that's real shit, man. But yo, man, we appreciate the call, brother. You spent some real shit. You feel what I'm saying?
No doubt,
but we gonna holler at you. Yes, sir.
Enjoy your weekend, man. Be safe, man. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. All right, we can kill these lines now.
All right, so let's finish these questions and we're gonna be out of here. So you said won't video record women because of lawsuits, but can't you do a hidden video for pickup and blur out their faces? Then after the video / pickup interaction ends, you can get their consent. I mean, you could do that, but that takes a long fucking time because you know what I'm saying. So listen, we would do that shit. Y'all just gotta send the fucking the check, bro. Like we would literally like that. Imagine how much work that is. Because you got to first film the girls. After you film them, say, hey, we just filmed you. Can we use your likeness? If they say no, then you just waste the time on that one because you don't got nothing now. So then you got to film more women to even get something. And then that's going to take more time. It's like, bro, time is money. So if y'all want that shit to happen, again, send us $50,000 and we'll do a series of those videos. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely do that shit. Said, I told a woman at work that her dress looked sexy. She went to the manager and told her now the manager is jealous and acting strange. I just had a normal compliment. What do you guys think? I mean, so this is the thing. It's one of them situations I need more context because, you know, what could have happened was this could have been a chick you've been fucking thirsting after for a minute, right. And then all of a sudden, you know, you're making more comments or whatever the fuck it is. Now she's feeling all weirded out. She going to the manager and it, you know, so you need more content. You got to call us on the next show. It says, in the rare cases when a woman that likes you doesn't know how to flirt back with you, does that just mean that you are not compatible with her? No, women know how to flirt back. You feel what I'm saying? Some women might have, you know, based on their, you know, like energy and their upbringing and how they're used to dealing with guys, they might flirt differently than other women, but women know how to flirt back. The thing is, you need to know whether or not a woman is flirting or not. You see what I'm saying? That's sometimes that, you know, you guys may miss certain things when you're dealing with certain types of women. You feel what I'm saying? So like, let's say you might be talking to some hood rat, and a hood rat might flirt differently than a chick from the suburbs or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or sometimes you might think women are flirting with you, but they're just being nice. So you got to know the difference between all that shit. So last question is this: as a man, do you have to check other men or just walk away from the situation? Yeah, well, it depends. You know, it's a lot of times it's best to walk away from a situation so an altercation don't happen. But if a dude is all up in your face and you got to defend yourself on some physical shit, then it is what it is. You understand? And you got to handle whatever that situation is.
see, you like questions like this. I need to know what you actually mean.
Right.
I need to know what you actually mean, because checking a nigga and defending yourself is two different things. Right? Because if you see that a nigga need guidance, or if you know the nigga and you've provided guidance to him before, then because remember, we told you that even checking a woman has to earn being checked.
Mm-hmm.
And it's similar to a nigga.
Right.
But if he's not your friend, then you don't really know him.
Mm-hmm.
Are you checking him? And if you don't know him and he's being confrontational, now we're not even talking about checking the nigga.
Right.
You understand? At that point, now we're talking about some other shit.
Right.
But to really check a nigga, you might have to at least know him. He might have to be somebody that you impart knowledge to actually check him. What you got to understand is that checking somebody is checking somebody has a certain level of compassion.
Right.
You understand? Because you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Be like, yo, come over here. Let me talk to you for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to see you do better. I want to impart this knowledge to you.
Right.
But if a nigga's flying off at the handle, at that point, you ain't really checking him. At that point, like you setting the nigga straight type shit. Like, and then it might change to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas got to really know what y'all talking about, bro, when y'all say certain shit.
Real talk. So guys, that's pretty much it, man. We about to wrap this shit up, man. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys, you doing the Man is a Skill Set show tomorrow, right?
Yeah, guys. Yeah. The weekend, all the shows is still in full effect. You know, just because it's Easter don't mean shit. We still got the Manhood is a Skill Set show, 1:30 Eastern time. Shout out to K Zaggin, J Roman, and sometimes Mr. Justin. And then Lakari, you going live at 5?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get on live tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in. You feel what I'm saying? To make that happen. You feel
me? Hold on 1 second, Lucario. Hold on 1 second, Lucario. Don't end the show just fuck. Limited to 100. All right, hold on. You know, you loaded the. I was trying to do something special. I was trying to do something special.
Oh,
hold on. Don't go anywhere. I sound like Steve the Dean trying to load up shit on Real Game No 3. Yeah, man. But guys, just in case you thought we forgot about Game Kings 2, the definition of a man, understand that it is coming along very nicely, and we got a little sneak peek for y'all if the shit were finished processing. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
I know, right? That should be taking forever.
Come on, StreamYard. I thought by the time I finished talking about the whole sneak peek. All right, here we go. Guys, this is the sneak peek of Game Kings 2, definition of a man. Check it out.
Say that a man is the closest thing to God, right? But if we look at all religions, and the origin of most religions is by looking at the sun. The reason why the sun is so important is because the sun comes up every day. Regardless of the weather, regardless of the time, we see the sun every day. And the sun provides certain things on a consistent basis. And I think that is a great natural metaphor for what being a man is. So that means no matter what's going on, we have to rise consistently every day. And we have to provide consistently every day. We have to serve consistently every day. And the beautiful part about the sun is that the sun gives warmth, it gives light, it gives photosynthesis, it gives all these beautiful things that makes life happen, and it doesn't care what you think. So I think a man is just like the sun.
First and foremost, to be a man is about self-accountability, all right? Being responsible for your own life, never blaming anyone for the decisions you make. But also when we talk about masculinity, okay, we're talking about a man who's assertive, right? A man who's dominant, authoritative, transparent. He's authentic. He's always himself, right? And one of the things about men, you must know who you are before you can deal with anyone else.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, the Game Kings 2 documentary gonna be fire. Gonna be fire. You got Miles Cunningham, K Zaggin, myself, 1950 Taekwondo, Steve the Dean, Boss Mac, and King Dre is in the building, man. I'm telling you, this shit gonna be fire. And Ron Will. So make sure you guys check that out. It's gonna be fire. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, haters, get your hateration up because we got
Right. Exactly. Real talk.
Haters, get ready to hate, nigga, because it's about to be on. You heard me?
Exactly. All right, people. So listen, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. Come on, we out. Later.
We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
If you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
As a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.